Thousands of South Korean expatriates, business people and their families live mostly in two Kuala Lumpur neighborhoods. They've been feeling both anxious and angry about the killing of Kim Jong Nam on Malaysian soil, with some still having held out hope he would one day lead the DPRK.
Something is different is his brother. Is already open mind, you know, because he saw that it's all over the world. If he's come back to the North Korea, maybe they're gonna open for their society, you know.
I feel very sad. I feel very sad. Not for Malaysia, for North Korea, our brother country.
Malaysian authorities have said the incident won't harm bilateral ties. The DPRK opened an embassy here in 2003. 6 years later, Malaysia became the first country in the world whose citizens could visit the DPRK without a visa. DPRK's national airline flew into Kuala Lumpur for several years, but Malaysia halted the flights due to UN sanctions. And the countries recently agreed to strengthen cultural ties.
Well, Malaysia is a non-aligned country, and this status gives countries like the DPRK confidence. Malaysia can and has, in fact, acted as a neutral ground for the players in the Korean Peninsula, so the United States, South Korea, and the DPRK, for them to meet where it would have been difficult elsewhere.
But there have also been darker links. The previous DPRK ambassador to Malaysia was the nephew of Kim Jong Nam and Jong-un's uncle, Jang Sung-taek, who was abruptly arrested and executed in late 2013. The ambassador himself was then recalled and also executed. And warm relations only go so far. Diplomatic and police sources say that officials from the DPRK embassy pushed hard to try to take possession of the body before the post-mortem was conducted, but that Malaysian authorities stood firm. Police say they won't release the body until they have a sample of DNA from a relative of Kim Jong Nam and are able to confirm a match. Kim Jong Nam's children would be understandably wary of coming to Malaysia to give that DNA sample or to claim their father's body. Ryan Meltzer, CGTN, Kuala Lumpur.